Thank you. Hello everyone, good morning. I know some of you, but for those who don't know me, I'm Özge Sertdemir, the customer consultant in Elsevier, basically covering Science Direct, Scopus, Mendeley products and all other publishing process of the researchers. Today we will have like 2 sessions for you. The first one will be researcher profiles and metrics that count. We will talk about why having a researcher profile is important and what are the ways to have your own researcher profile via Elsevier. And in the second session, we will have another important topic called how to get more citation. I know this is one of the most demanded workshops that we have in the region. If you have any questions, please interrupt me and ask so that we can have an interactive session together. What we will cover in the first session is that, of course, first I will mention about the importance of having an author profile, because at the end it is the key for your visibility and increase all of your metrics. And of course, in Elsevier, we have 2 basic ways to have researcher profiles. The first one is Scopus, and the second one is Mendeley. I will talk both of them. First, we'll have a brief introduction and some refreshment, you can think. And then we'll go to live profile and show you how to create your own profile or how to read the metrics for yourselves or for your colleagues. So let's begin with a brief introduction. What is a profile? Of course, profile and identification is different things. This is the things to identify yourself, of course, to recognize or name someone or something. It can be an author, a people, of course, an institution. And also, there is profiles. This is basically a short description of someone's work, character, life, all of the features, etc. It can be a group of data associated with one name. And as you know, the profiles can be created for peoples, institutions, even for companies, as you see in Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. Why author profiles are necessary? Actually, having a profile is the key for you as an author, because it's a way for you to increase your collaborations, your visibility, and your networking. And actually, all of 3 help you indirectly increase your citations at the end of the day, because if you collaborate more, your visibility will increase, you will increase your chances to get cited for all of the researchers all around the world. Of course, if you increase your network, more and more researchers will know you day by day, and they will use your work more. Actually, these 2 sessions are interrelated with each other, so that we will complement all of them. As I said, there are 2 ways of profile creation in Elsevier. The first one is, I forgot this picture. The first one is Scopus, and the other one is Mendeley. Let's briefly begin with Scopus. First, a brief introduction and refreshment. As you know, it is the largest abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature. All of the content is peer-reviewed in it. I will talk about that more in a detail in the second session. But it is a smart tool, actually, that helps you track, analyze, and visualize the research results. And it is not only in documents. Today, we will not talk about the document part. Today, we'll talk more about author and affiliation profiles in Scopus. But let's continue. There are around 70 million different content types in Scopus, coming from journals, conferences, books, and patents, okay? There are around 24,000 different journals indexed in it. And they are coming from 6,000 different publishers, coming from all countries. This one is important information. The content is not only in English. For example, for you, also Arabic content is covered, but this orange one is important for you. Apart from documents, there are a lot of researcher and affiliation profiles are created in it. I will talk about the details. This is the publisher coverage. Actually, I will tell you the importance of it. As Elsevier, I mean Science Direct only. around 11% of all of the content, Science Direct, but the rest is consists of all of the publishers almost. And this one is important information, especially for you. More than half of the content labeled as other, which means a lot of local publishers, university publications. For example, as just you can have a journal and it can be indexed in Scopus, you can be an author in it, and any researcher around the world can find that journal, can find you as an author and use your own paper as a reference, okay? It's really very strong. And this is the subject coverage. I know a lot of different subject areas are taught in your university. All subject areas are covered in Scopus, okay? It is not only medicine or not only in engineering. All subject areas are covered. This is the user base. This is general introduction slides of Scopus actually. Majority of the universities all around the world use Scopus. And this is a more relevant information for you. Of course, you are also caring about rankings, right? University rankings. Times Higher Education rankings, Best Arab Universities, and also QS rankings. All of these ranking institutions use Scopus data to make their evaluations. What does it mean for you? Each year, we uploaded all of the affiliation raw data to their systems so that they can see like your documents as an author, your documents as an affiliation, and make their decisions accordingly, all right? So as an author, having a correct profile in Scopus is really very critical. It will directly affect the rankings of your own university. Okay, so what we will talk more about its database actually. There are around 13 million different researcher profiles in Scopus, like around 13 million different authors have their own profile in Scopus, and also there are around 70,000 different affiliation profiles in Scopus. We will talk all of them one by one. Before going to do like a demo, let me briefly mention how profiles are generated in Scopus. First of all, it is not something that you create. In order to have a profile in Scopus, you need to at least 2 documents indexed in Scopus, okay? So you need to have at least 2 documents, and that they should be indexed in Scopus. After that, we create your own profile, and we use basically this 3-way algorithm. We match documents with authors, and we match authors with affiliations, and affiliations with documents. So all of this 3-way algorithm we use to create an author profile.
So it's not something we actually get to do, it's to make it by
Yes, exactly. But you can make some manual update on it. But first you need to have a profile.
Because I discovered that I have a Scopus profile and never did that.
Yeah, it is automatically done. This is actually how we generate it. This may be one of the last slides actually. As I said, we use an algorithmic data processing, and it will match all of your like metadata, basically, all of the information with each other. Firstly, unique identifiers is assigned to each author of an article, and then we cluster all of the articles that one author writes and publish, basically. And then we distinguish the differences between different authors having the same name. In this part, ORCID is really important, or ORCID, ORCID. Do you know what it is? ORCID, ORCID, ORCID? No?
It's like a DRI profile.
No, it's not. Okay, I will mention it, but in the third part, the ORCID is really critical. And then we create an affiliation history for an author. So this is basically the first part. But secondly, there is always a manual, like, updating feature, what we call author feedback wizard. Why we need that? Because it can be, like, let's say a female author and she can get married and the surname can change. Or like majority of the journals requires different name formats, maybe different initials or different format of names. And a lot of researchers have actually similarity of the names. So in order to prevent any kind of misunderstanding or like misprofile creation, we have this author feedback wizard. As an author, you can always click your profile and update some necessary information. I will show you how to do it. How you can actually benefit from author's profile. Imagine it can be you, your colleague, any researcher around the world, and any researcher around the world can look into your profile in Scopus. So that's why it's really critical. You can check the citation history, total citation count, document count, H-index. You can always exclude self-citations with that H-index. It's also possible. And these are some like examples. Of course, you can use author profiles for research or discovery. Maybe like you are working in a new subject area and you want to see the top scientists in that topic. You can always go there, type the name of the author and get more information. Or maybe it's a really specific area and really a group of researchers work in that area. You can always find them and create your future collaborations. And also you can use author profiles for metrics, because I will explain there are a lot of metrics available to evaluate the performance of the author. You can always evaluate and measure the impact of the researcher. Okay, before this one, let me mention about ORCID, because I think most of you don't know about it. ORCID or ORCID, it's a unique identifier for authors. It's a unique author ID, you can think. For example, as a citizen, of course, you have a citizen ID. But as an author, you must have an ORCID. This is not Elsevier or not Scopus. It is a general, like all publishers actually use it. And if you have publications, please go and have an ORCID, okay? It's totally free. It's not something that you can become a member, etc. But it's really very critical. So please attach it all of your researcher profiles, even in your own institution, attach your ORCID to your profile. Or whenever you submit a paper to a journal, please always attach your ID to there, okay? This way you will always make sure that this is like specifically you, okay? It will not get mixed with someone else. Hello. All right, let me go to live demo and have some examples together, like how you can use author profile for yourself actually. You are all familiar to Scopus, right? You are all using it. Okay, this is basically like the main page of Scopus. Before beginning, I want to make a comment actually. Of course, you can use Scopus in everywhere inside of your university, but it is important to use it with your own credentials. So what you need to do is please come here and click create an account and type your institutional email address and create yourself a password. This is only one-time thing, no worries. And then you can use it for all Elsevier databases and begin using it with your own account. Because if you do that, you can always personalize Scopus and ScienceDirect, okay? It's really very critical. All right, we'll make an author search.
So the account is different from the profile?
Yeah, it's different. It's different from profile. It's like this. You just need to create account. It will your own, how to say, like your own Facebook account, not your Facebook profile, your account.
So it would say, for example, the searching,
Okay, what are the benefits? Basically, first of all, you can create alerts. For example, you can create alerts for yourself as an author or any other colleagues. If someone cited their work or if they publish a new article, you will get notified. Or let's say, what is your subject area?
Audiology, so hearing, audiology.
Okay, hearing audiology. You just set an alert about that, or you can also make it more specific, like there is some topics in it. Whenever some new article is published, again, you will receive an email. For example, in ScienceDirect, what are the benefits? Again, you can set alerts, but apart from that, it's a new feature. We can actually track your activities within ScienceDirect, like what articles you read, which keywords you used, from which article you jump to what article, etc. And we recommend some personalized articles for you. We say like, okay, you read this article, you will probably like these articles as well. So this kind of features actually, okay? All right, let's make an outer search. As I said here, you can either search by name of the researcher or you can search by ORCID, okay? I will show you how to edit. It's really important to add. All right, would you like to tell me an example? Someone from your own faculty even or you, so that we can evaluate together.
Search for distribution Hadar, KH, GER.
This.
Y, OU, S, EF.
This right?
So
F. All right, okay. Yes, this one. It's actually a good example, wait, because as I see, there are two profiles or three profiles of him. I assume all of them is the same, right?
I was asking for Mir. He used to have more actually.
Yeah, there are more.
Profiles, so few of them were merged, and still we have two.
Probably they are new papers, and you don't need to actually, we can merge them together right now. I can show you how to do it. If you like, first I will show you how to do this one. You can select all of it, right? Of course, we are sure that these are the same people. And you can click here, okay? Request to merge the authors. Once you do that, you just, of course, it asks me sign in. You need to like sign your own account and then follow all of this process and then submit it. Once you submit it, product team, of course, validate it if it is really true, and then they will update the profile, okay?
It's just one, because I actually got two profiles, and a bit maybe because I have two universities, but he has the same university, why he actually has to...
This one, for example. In the first one, probably this is the like major profile. It has only initials about name. In this ones, in these papers, in these 4 documents, he used full name. Okay, that is why we are saying ORCID actually. Yeah. If he has ORCID in your own profile, this will not be the case because all of the profiles will be merged as it will read only one unique ORCID, not different names. All right? Okay, let's continue. All right, he actually had the ORCID, but he didn't link the other names to that ORCID, all right? All right, let's read how the researcher profile looks like in Scopus. And imagine I'm a researcher in US, for example. I can easily come up to this author's profile. If I find it interesting or if our subject areas are similar, it can be my like future collaborator, okay? Always like think it like this way. Okay, firstly, you will see the author ID. This is created by Scopus automatically. Again, this is not something that you create. He already attached ORCID here, but if you don't have ORCID, this is the link about how to like attach it. You just need to click here so that you will see the ORCID's page in a new window. Once you type your credentials, it will be linked automatically. If you don't have ORCID, please click here and register, okay? And then edit the Scopus profile. It's really very critical. Here, you will see all of the like affiliation history of the author. Once you click it, you will see all of them. And similarly, you can click these affiliations as well to see their own profile. You will see other name formats. Here, his basic subject area, his document count, citation count, his H-index, and last 10 years evaluation of documents and citations, okay? This is a brief introduction. This part, there are like some useful information actually. The alerts, what I told you, if you click here, you can always receive citation alerts or document alerts from this author. You can do it for yourself, your colleagues in your own faculty, etc. And you can edit the profile. Let me briefly mention about what is it. Let's say you wanna change this name, okay? You wanna use your full name, not initials. Or maybe you wanna update the affiliation. or there are like some missing documents there, you want to add your documents, but it is critical, you cannot add all of the documents. These documents must be indexed in Scopus if you want to add them, all right? Of course, this author has around 400 documents, he may have maybe 600, but it means that only 400 is indexed to Scopus, okay? The rest are in the sources that are not indexed in Scopus. Let's say you want to make some manual corrections. You just need to click Edit the Author Profile. Of course, first you need to sign in. Once you sign in, it asks you, is it really you, or you make these changes on behalf of the author? And then you just need to continue step by step. You can set your preferred name. You can merge some profiles, as I showed you like a couple of minutes ago. You can add or remove documents. Let's say there is some documents, they are in Scopus, but they are not attached in your profile. It can be also the case. You just need to come to the third step and search for that document, and then add it to your own profile, and you can update the affiliation. There is also one important note here. I mean, you cannot update your profile regularly, your affiliation information regularly, because the affiliation information is the one that you publish the last, okay? For example, you are here, and in your affiliation, it seems again just, but then let's say you moved to University of Jordan, but you didn't have any publications there. In your profile, you will still see just, okay? In order to change it, you need to have a publication in that affiliation. Once you follow...
About the affiliation updates, assume that one of our researchers transferred to another university.
Mm-hmm.
And he started to publish there and get his own
Yes.
New affiliation. Will all documents be transferred
No.
to the new affiliation?
No, it's not the case. If the documents he published here will stay under your affiliation. Otherwise, it's not the case. I mean, all of the affiliations will transfer all of them.
Can he move the documents to the new affiliation?
No. No, it's not the case. If, as long as he is in this university, all documents will see under your affiliation. Okay. He goes to University of Jordan, okay? Not the documents transfer there. They will.
He will be getting a new affiliation to Jordan University.
Yes.
But with time, will be the documents.
No, they are not transferred because he published it within this university.
To be counted to just, to stay counted for just, as far as they are published in just.
Yeah. They are staying here because just imagine that way. I mean, you just like have someone from Harvard University, for example, then all of the publications will come here and then your rankings will go up. This is not the case, okay? The documents will always stay under the affiliation. Once you make the changes, this will go to the product team for verification, and after verification, your profile is updated. All right? Okay, let me continue because there are some new...
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
So why is the H-index in Scopus is very...
Lower than Google Scholar?
Like for example, like ResearchGate or other...
Okay, there are several reasons about it. The first one is actually about the content. In Scopus, we have a really serious process to index some journals. They are really very quality peer review. I will mention in the second session. In Google Scholar, you cannot know it actually. It can come from fake journals or low quality journals, or it can be full of self-citations. You cannot actually know that. But in Scopus, you can be 100% sure that all of your H-index actually come from really quality peer review content. And you can always exclude self-citation here as well to check the metric, but the most important thing is that, of course, about the content. So, of course, I won't tell you don't check Google Scholar or any others. Of course, you check it, but if you want to get more trustworthy comparison, Scopus must be your guide, because all of the content is selected very carefully. I mean, we have another team to decide which content will be indexed in Scopus or not. So not all random journals can be in it.
So the H-index is mainly about how many times you actually been cited
No.
apart from yourself, not how many publications you have?
It's actually the intersection of your citation and document count. Let me show you this one. It will be like clear. Let me find H index here.
It's kind of confusing.
Yes. This one, for example, this is the definition of H index. It's not your citation count. It's a different metric. H index is a little bit like more complex. It's the intersection of your document count and citation count. Let's say your H index is 10. It means that you have like 10 articles that each of them has at least 10 citations.
For each one of them?
Yes, at least 10. That's why H index is like different than citation count. Yes, but that's why it's an important metric actually. It's an intersection. You just memorize this graph, it will help you, okay? It's the intersection, your citation count and document count.
So even if you have one article and has been cited for 10 times, it's still one.
Yes. It also shows you the productivity actually. I mean, it doesn't matter you have only one article, but it has like a lot of citations. Your citation count can be high, but your H index can be still low. That's why always use more than one metric. We always recommend that. I mean, if you only use H index, for example, it can be 1, as you said, but their citation count can be 100 actually. That's why always use more than one metric to make any like healthy decision. Okay? All right, here you will see all of the documents of the author and all of the cited documents of the author. You can check the abstract, you can check the publisher to see if you have access to full text content, because there is a new feature in Scopus. If you have institutional, let's say, subscription to any of the publisher, or if it's the open access article, Scopus always give you full text article as well, okay? Otherwise, it's abstract and citation platform only. And you can check related documents. Let me sort them by highest cited count, because I want to show you something. And let's click this one, okay? And again, let's say I'm a researcher all around the world and I'm looking for a future collaboration, and I'm just checking his documents. This is one of the documents, and there are some metrics available here. Have you ever checked these metrics? Do you know what are they? No? Okay, this is actually very useful. Let me show you. First of all, you come up to this article, okay? When you make any literature review, you come up to this article. First, you see its citation count. How many times this article is cited in Scopus? It's like more than 4,000. And you see its field-weighted citation impact. Let me explain you what it is. Field-weighted citation impact, actually the metric that we use to assess the quality of the publications. Times Higher Education rankings also use field-weighted citation impact. It basically shows you how well the publication is actually doing in comparison to others in the same subject area, in terms of citation, of course, okay? And the average is 1, so anything above 1 shows you that that article actually cited more than average. So in this case, it's around 500, so it's 500 times more cited than its peers, okay? If you read these metrics like this, it will always help you a lot. For example, let's say you are writing an article about this topic and you come up to this article. I mean, you should actually read this article because you see its metrics, how many times it's cited and what is its field-weighted citation impact. A lot of people use this article as a reference, so you should also use it. At least you should also read it, okay? And there is also some extra metrics called Plum. Have you ever realized this one? All right, then let me explain what it is. This is kind of like alt metrics that you can use, and it's actually very beneficial. Plum tracks internet activity and offers you 5 different metrics like usage, captures, mentions, social media, and citations. It tracks all of these platforms like Facebook, Wikipedia, Google Scholar, YouTube, Twitter, like whatever it is, and gives you these metrics. For all available articles in Science Direct and Scopus, you will see this box. So what does it tell you? This article actually has 800 times clicks or 70 times export saves, like people 70 times export it to reference management systems. Or it has 3 blog mentions, 20 shares, etc., etc. Once you click see details, it will give you what blog it is or what is the exact tweet, like this kind of details. How you can utilize this? Let's say you are a very early researcher, okay? Of course, your citation count can't be that high or your H-index can't be that high. But through these metrics, you can still measure the impact of your own paper. Or you're a senior researcher, you just publish a paper. Okay, let's go from your example. Your H-index is 1, let's say, and you publish your second article, and still you want to see its impact. You can use these ones, because if someone like mention about it, or share it, or click it, or read it, you will have all of these metrics. So apart from your H-index, you can always use these ones as well to showcase your... Yes, actually, not exactly. Yeah, but you know, because in the internet also there are a lot of interaction about the articles. You can always, how to say, support your metrics with this one. It's really very beneficial. So let's go to the real example.
What's the average for the plum, or there is no average?
There is no average, because it can change from subject area to subject area, I mean. All of the time, like medicine subjects are like having more interaction than business, let's say. It's all about subject dynamics.
So where's here's the, okay, there's it.
Here, once you click any document,
I thought where's the numbers for the plum matrix? It's down there, isn't it?
yeah, here.
Okay.
Here you see, of course, a lot of interaction, like 4,000 citation index, like 100 times clicks, like 11,000 readers. Readers mean Mendeley users. Do you know what Mendeley means? Yeah?
It's a library?
Reference management system, Mendeley. Yes, but it's also academic social network like LinkedIn. I will also talk about it after Scopus. It has 20 blog mentions, like around 1,000 shares in social media, etc. Once you click see details, again, you will evaluate the article more. Like you can always exclude self-citations and see the citation trend. Or you can come here and see the details. For example, under mentions, it's coming from Wikipedia, blogs. Let's click, what is it? Yeah, as you see, let's click Wikipedia references. You can exactly see what Wikipedia news are. Or come to Twitter, you can exactly see what are the tweets about it. It's really important. You can have all of these metrics in Scopus, and any one of the researchers all around the world can evaluate your articles like this, okay? It's really very crucial. So this is the document part in the profile. Mentioning about reference management systems, once you click export, you can export all of this information to reference management systems, either Mendeley, EndNote, RefWorks, all of them, okay? If you don't use any reference management system, please use one. It doesn't have to be Mendeley. Of course, Mendeley is Elsevier's own database, but it doesn't have to be that. If you use EndNote, continue using EndNote. It's really very critical to use reference management systems.
So when I export it from Mendeley, what happens?
You add it to your own library,
Okay.
and you can easily make any reference.
Any full text or just...
If full text is available, it will get full text as well, okay? For example, if it's an open access article, it will get full text automatically. Or as just you have subscription to that publisher, it will get the full text automatically again. Otherwise, gets only abstract and references. Okay, cited documents also work in the same way. Once you click, you will see all of the co-authors of the author, and you can click all of them's profile to evaluate them. Similarly, you can check what are the documents, etc. And all of the, like majority of the researchers actually use this tool to find collaborations, because let's imagine I had a collaboration with this author and our publication has really great metrics, and now I'm looking for a new collaborator. I can come to his profile and check other collaborators and approach them one by one to see if we have something in common. And all Elsevier journal editors, like Science Direct journal editors, also use this tool to find peer reviewers. So if you have any aim to become peer reviewer someday, again, your profile should be very clearly stated here. And there is one new feature. This is like around 2 or 3 months we have this feature. Have you ever realized this? Topics? No? Okay, then it's really a very good feature for you. First, let me come to here. I just clicked one of the documents, as you remember. I will begin mentioning it from there. Once you click documents, here you see topic prominence. This is the graph. So what does this feature mean? I think beginning from last year, we made a segmentation study within Scopus based on all keywords, all document count, citation count, etc. It's a really very detailed and extensive cluster analysis. You can think that. And we create this kind of topics that has really good momentum, like having more citation, having more publication day by day. And we linked all of the documents to some topic clusters, okay? So in this case, this document is linked to obesity, overweight, and food procurement. So what does it mean to you? You can see its graph here, it's around 66%. If it is close to 100, the more it close to 100, it means that the more it has momentum, the more it receives more citation, more publication, etc. So it is almost average, like 66%. Once you click these topics, we give you even more information. You will see all representative documents that using these topic clusters. You can see the top authors that using that topic clusters, and you can see some key phrase analysis. If it is green and big, it means that that keyword is really growing and receiving more citation. If it is blue, it means that it's received less and less citation, like day by day, let's say. If it is big, it means that it's really relevant for that paper. If it is small, it means that it is not relevant. How you can utilize this? Of course, keywords are really very critical for your papers to increase your visibility, to increase your citations as well. And let's say you finish your paper and you are looking for keywords. You can always utilize this feature. Okay? Maybe you are working on about obesity as well. You can just click here. You can read other documents to inspire yourself. You can find collaborator for yourself as well, because these are the top authors working in that area. And you can check this key phrase analysis to find other keywords for yourself. Okay? It's really very beneficial. And also, what is to check here is that the percentage, of course. If it is basically higher than 80, it means that there's a great momentum so that you can use these keywords. Of course, some keywords, like some groups, can be less, but it's also related to the subject area, so there's nothing to do about that. But you can always utilize this feature. So these are 4 topics, and as an author, you have your own topic page as well. So now let me tell you how to read it, okay? So this is our author, and we analyze all of author's documents based on these clusters. So as for disease, like quality adjusted life years, etc., he has 22 documents. And you see it's like percentile, it's really very high, and you see it's field-weighted citation impact. As you memorize, the average is 1, so anything above 1 says that is cited more. So as an author, you can think that if you are working in these topics more, you will more likely receive more citation, because they are already receiving almost 3 times more citation than average. But this author has all good metrics, but let's try to find another.
So actually, is Scopus that based on the author's keywords?
Authors and documents, they all merged all of them. It check keywords from documents. Of course, documents link to authors. And as an author, we also create this analysis for you. So you can read it. Let me check this one, okay? For example, smoking and adolescent smoking. This is you, let's say. You have already 2 publications and its impact is less than average. So it can tell you that instead of focusing on this, maybe you can focus on this one or this one because they are more impactful already. Right? Is it clear?
We as author or he as author, who should focus more on that area? See what I mean?
You as an author.
So
Actually, 2 ways you can focus.
yeah.
Let's imagine it is you, okay?
It's my profile.
It's your profile.
Okay. And then I see the matrix is less than 1, then probably I am in the wrong direction.
Not that like harsh, not wrong direction, but it is just to like give you a direction, okay? Let's say this is your profile and this is
Are these metrics only for this profile or is it for everybody?
for all documents. But this is specific to your profile. I mean, this is your topics, that your own documents, okay?
The numbers, the metrics?
The numbers are global for all documents about that, the articles that using these words. So this is your profile and we analyze all of your documents, okay, based on different keywords. So the first one is this. If you use these keywords or working in this area, you see its momentum is really high, around 100, and its impact is around 3 times more than average, okay, 2.8 times more than average. But on the one hand, again, you check, this author is a how to say, a wrong example because all of the works are good. But let's think about this one. Imagine it is 50, okay? Not 0.8, imagine 0.5. And it is like these keywords. It can tell you that instead of working this area, you can focus on others because its impact is already less.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yes.
This impact, is it because of the author quality of work or is it because of the trend of the people who are reading this work?
It's actually all, because it checks all of the documents based on that area. Okay? Of course, your metrics affect it as well. But in general, papers using these keywords are not getting as much as impact or citation as this one, let's say.
Okay.
All right?
So it could actually be anything. It could be the quality of work, could be the people
Yes.
who are reading, it could be the wrong keywords.
Of course, but it is just give you away, I mean. It can be anything. We cannot detect the exact reason about that. But most probably, it is the quality of it, or, I mean, the, impact is low, I mean. If one author is having, how to say, have really, good impact in it, like good citations, etc., it will increase the metrics of all. Yeah? Think about that way. Of course, it is not really harsh, no, this is wrong, you cannot use it. It's not that, but it's just give you a direction, okay? Maybe you are about to work a new paper and you maybe want to change it slightly. You can always check this one. Or the impact can be really low, but it can be a really, how to say, specific subject area. It can be also the reason. It doesn't mean that 100% is really bad quality. It's also not the thing. It can be a really, how to say, specific area, maybe a bunch of people work on it. So it can be also the reason. So not all of the people can use it as a reference. Okay? So this is how you can read the topics. And one last thing about that is, as for authors, there is the analysis tool in Scopus. Have you ever used it? Use analysis tool here. Once you click Analyze Author Output, this will help you evaluate the author in a more general view, okay? A lot of universities actually in the Middle East that I consult, they actually use this tool. They use it to evaluate or promote their faculty members, for example. They create reports by using this report. So how you can read it? Basically here, we evaluate all of the scholarly publishing history of this author, right? First, you see his documents by source. Here, all the time, you will see graphical display, and here you will see the raw data, which means you can click all of them. Okay? Once you click, you will exactly see what is in it. First, you see in which journals or sources he is being publishing more. In this case, it's Lancet, but of course we understand that it's really, really very like valuable researcher. We can say that. And then you can check documents by type, which document type he's writing, he's publishing more, mostly articles followed by review papers. You can check his publications year by year to see each year how many documents he is publishing, or year by year he is publishing more or less. And similarly, you can click here. For example, in 2019, he already published 42 documents. You can wonder what are they. You can directly click here and see what is it. You can click subject and you can see documents by subject area. Once you scroll down, you will see H-index. So let's spend some time here. As I told you, this is the definition actually. You always see the star in the intersection. His H-index is 59, which means he has 59 documents that each of them has at least 59 citations. If you look here, it will be much more clear for you. Just check here. These are all of the documents, okay, that constitute his H-index. As you see, this is like 22nd document, it has around more than 300 citations. And just scroll down. We always highlighted the limit, okay? So if you read it, it will be much more clear. So in this case, if he receives 3 more citations, his H-index will be 60. Is it clear? Yeah? I can explain one more time. Yes, yeah, that is really great author. I mean, I can say that. So if you have like confused what H-index means, always come to Scopus actually, check this graph and check here. Once you check it, it will be much more clear for you, okay?
So why the upper one, which is 60 citation, is not golden?
Because it is not the intersection. Here, 59 documents has exactly at least 59 documents.
Okay.
It has, if he has 2 more, it will be 60, okay? Sorry, 3 more. Here, if he has 3 more citations,
They are the same citation.
just imagine that way. If he received 3 more citations, this will be here, and it will have 60.
The 55, get more citation to change its position actually.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what the third row is about the title. So it's actually for each paper, or is it for each?
For 59 different paper actually.
So there's the document row, the citation row, and then the title row.
Mm-hmm.
So for, I mean, this H-index is for each. So what the century of century or prevalence of what is that the name of the document? Or
Yes,
the
name of the document. Okay, because the name of the document, here you see it has 69 citations.
So for that, the first one, for that paper, he actually have been cited 69.
Yes, 69 times.
But this paper was number 55 among his old documents.
Yes, where you sort it by citation, it is 55th, okay? And one of the main differences from Google Scholar, you can always exclude self-citations here. Of course, having self-citation is not a bad thing, but in Google Scholar, there are a lot of cases that H-index is actually full of self-citations, okay? So that's why there is some option here. It's a lot of documents, that's why it will take some time, but you can always exclude it, okay? And also, this is the second session topic. It will be much more clear for you why the H-index in Scopus is lower than Google Scholar, because of the content selection, because of the quality content,
And
actually.
also, any paper is not actually in Scopus.
Yes,
it
no.
will be counted.
No. And also for journals, yes, that's why it's actually very valuable thing. If a journal is indexed in Scopus, it's really a good thing actually, because there are a lot of different steps I will explain, and it's not an easy task. If you get indexed in Scopus, it means that it's a really good job actually.
And for the journal to be indexed in Scopus, it has to have just to be cited on.
A lot of metrics I will mention. Okay, a lot of metrics. Okay, and lastly here, you will see the citation trend of the author, okay? And as you see, for 2019, it's already more than 10,000. here so that you can see how great this author is actually. If you wonder, you can always click and check what are the exact citations. And the good thing is you can always export, print, and email these views. Maybe you prepare a report about an author or for yourself, anything, okay? You can always export and print these views. So this is how you have a profile and how you read the metrics in author profile in Scopus. Is it clear? Yeah? Okay, and lastly, I will explain how to create profile in Mendeley. On the opposite of Scopus, in Mendeley, you create your own profile, okay? And Mendeley is a reference management system originally. Let me, make it.
Too many passwords and so
No, it's all the same. You can use one in all.
Okay, so
It's
for
all
the-
signal sign-in.
For the same Scopus?
Yes, you just need to create it once, okay?
Yeah.
And then you can use it for Scopus, Mendeley, Science Direct, all Elsevier products. You don't need to create different usernames, of course. It is not the case. But OrcID is different thing.
I know. It's in my head, it's too many passwords and too many.
Yes, but actually you don't need to memorize them. You just need to do it once, and your computer will remind it all the time. I mean,
And if your computer flash out,
but it's
did you realize that you're actually lying too much? Because it happens to me, you know?
yeah, but it's for all of your social media or your institutional email address as well. I mean, okay, just maybe you can use the same password for all of them because you use the same email already. So use the same password and it will be okay. So, as for Mendeley, okay, how many of you actually know Mendeley?
I just recently know that there's something called Mendeley. So.
Okay, it is originally a reference management system, where you constitute your library, make citation, create bibliography, change the citation style, etc. Okay, but Mendeley has some different features as well. Actually, these different features, I would say, make it different from Adenode or RefWorks, etc. Because at the end, all of these platforms are reference management systems, but Mendeley has some extra features. And it's totally free, by the way. You don't need to pay anything to use Mendeley. Okay, as we said, it's a reference management system. You can create your library, make reference, make citation, all of the things. It's a research network, and as an author, it's really very critical. Mendeley is you can think academic Facebook or academic LinkedIn, okay? You can think like that. Around 9 million members. We have 9 million different profiles in Mendeley, and you don't need to have a publication, by the way, to have a profile in it. It's really important to have one. I will show you the features, but as a researcher, promoting your network is the key if you want to be more visible, if you receive more citation, etc. And Mendeley is the key for that. You can just get connected with any researchers all around the world. It's a data set. You can include your own data set in it, or maybe you can find some figures, tables for your own paper. It's also a database like this. For example, Lancet just uploaded all of its data set to Mendeley. So anytime, if you are working in medicine, you can anytime go there and check the Lancet data set directly. And it's a career and funding tool, which means you can find any career opportunity or any funding for your own papers. It's just a very, very simple search. And similarly, you can create groups or you can connect groups. Maybe you just type your own subject area and find groups all around the world, just join them, find future collaborations, just discuss them, a lot of things is available. Okay, this is the introduction. Let's go to demo. And just show you this one. It is mendeley.com. Okay, here you just need to click sign in. You don't need to create account anymore because you already do it in Scopus. You just need to type the email address here, okay? I will use demo account to show you all features and metrics.
So using your Scopus account.
Yes. So, This is your feed, your Facebook homepage, you can think. All of these links is a different feature of Mendeley, okay? Before going to profile, I want to show you the funding feature because a lot of researchers actually wonder how to secure funding or how to find funding. Just type your subject area here, okay? So what was yours, sorry?
My subject, audiology, hearing.
Audiology. For example, for audiology, there are 13 different funding opportunities. You can use these filters, okay? Maybe funding type, maybe citizenship, maybe by funder.
Okay, so we can actually know where are the funding, can I apply for all of them?
Yes,
For all of them?
yes. If you meet the criteria, because here we explain you, let's say this one, okay? Or click this one, there is 80 days to deadline. Let's click here. We tell you all of the information and we tell you the eligibility criteria. If you meet all of them, you can directly apply. Of course, if you don't meet it, of course, you don't need to, you don't apply.
Scroll all, each one of them and see if I'm...
Of course, yes. If you are eligible, you can either directly email or you can apply directly on Mendeley, okay? Careers work in the same way as well. Of course, this is not commercial careers, these are academic careers. Again, let's type audiology. Here, more than 200 jobs, maybe you want to change your institution or maybe you want to visit some other institution, etc. Again, you can use these filters and you can filter by location as well. Let's click. Again, if you are eligible, you just read it, you can directly apply, okay? And this is groups feature. You can find any group based on your subject area and get connected with them. Let me click search and come to groups. Let's find if we have something related. Audiology, yes, 9 groups available. Let's say this one, okay? This is directly your area, let's say. You can go this group, check it, and directly join this group. And similarly, you can come to search and search the same within people. And then you can find people that tag audiology as their interest area. Okay, you can get connected all of them one by one. So let's come.
That's group or just...
No, they are similar. Group is different thing, like LinkedIn groups, okay? Okay, let's come to profile. I clicked my profile. First of all, here, this is how your profile looks, all 9 million Mendeley users, all right? You see the name, of course, the position, the university, the H index, and the citation count. This data is coming from Scopus directly, okay? Here, this is basically your resume. You can see if you have any editorships, you can see it, you can edit here directly. Recent publications are here. Of course, it will come from Scopus, but you can always add some manual entry here. So maybe you have a publication, it is not indexed in Scopus, but still you can edit here, okay? You just need to click add. If you make it easier, once you open a profile, just come there and either link it to your OrcID or link it to your Scopus, okay? Once you do that at the beginning, all of the information will be uploaded automatically, and then you can just add something manually on it. Here you can see the education, of course, professional experience, all of the co-authors, followers and following people, the groups that this author is a member, and research interest. It's really very critical. About and research interest parts, the parts that must be filled by you, and please do it, because as you remember, I just searched people about audiology. These are the people that has research interest as audiology here, okay? So if you put your research interest there, more and more people can find it very easily, okay? Through Mendeley. So this is basically how your profile looks like, and of course to other people globally, but there are 3 different links here as well, which is available to you only, and For me, they are really like useful. The first one is impact. Let's come there and see. Here, you can see all of your metrics in one source, okay? You see your media mentions, the Plum metrics basically, the H-index, citations, Mendeley, and your views. This is coming from Science Direct. If you have any publication in Science Direct, when someone click it, you will see it here directly. And you will see the performance timeline, like view and citation count. This is actually very good to get insight. Let's say in your graph, there is a lot of view, but no citation. It will tell you that you need to improve the quality, the content quality actually, because somehow people find you, check your article, but they don't make any citation, okay? So it means that you need to improve the quality. So this kind of outputs you can get. Here, if you have any media mentions, you will see it directly. Once you click, you will also see what are this article as well. Maybe some university journal or any local newspaper had a news about your article, you can see it directly. So this is the impact part. Once you come to publications, this is actually one of my favorites. In publications, you will see all of the publications, okay? Together with the metrics. So let's click this one maybe. You can either edit directly to the library, your own library, or you can click it to check if you have access to full text. So first of all, you see how many citations it has and how many readers it has. Readers means how many times Mendeley users actually have this article in their library, okay? Around 200 times people add this article to their library. You see the abstract, you can see the citation style directly. You can see readers over time, so you can see it in a trended way. You can check reader seniority. It's actually a demographics because you can see either PhD students or professors or deans actually read your paper. Similarly, in which discipline your paper is read more, either multidisciplinary or like subject specific, you can see the demographics directly, okay? It's really very useful actually. You can see the references directly and you can add them to your reference management system, Mendeley as well. You can see cited by documents. You can see related documents. So if you are doing a literature review, this is totally useful, okay? You are pretty sure that you will use this article, for example, for your own paper. Just come here, check cited articles, related articles, and check all of them one by one. Okay, this is the publication part. Let me go back and network part. Here, you can see your co-authors, your followers, and your following, basically. And you can follow all of them like this. So what I suggest you, please go and create a Mendeley profile and begin building your network, okay? First, just search your co-authors. If you link your Scopus profile, you'll see your co-authors, all of them here. And just follow them one by one. And come to search, come to people, type your interest areas, and find the same researchers that have same interest area with you. And come to groups, search for your interest areas again, and just become member of, become joining the groups in your subject area. It's really very important for your visibility. One last thing about that, let me go to Science Direct and how you can actually use Science Direct for your own Mendeley profile. Again, you can use the same credential here. Okay, I will just make a search, okay? Let's say audiology again. And let's say some 2017 and come here. Okay, this is article page, okay? Let's say you are reading an article in Science Direct and you wonder this author. Once you click, let's say this is a really top author in your subject area. Here you see the contact information. Here you see his Mendeley profile. Once you click here, you can directly get connected with this author, okay? So what I suggest you, when you are doing literature review through Science Direct, click the name of these authors and get connected with them one by one through Mendeley, okay? It's really important for your own network and for your own visibility. So this is basically how you utilize Mendeley. Do you have any questions so far?
It's just like, you know, the groups and all the contact. We have to actually look into Mendeley to see any group discussion.
Yes.
We're not using any notification or something through email.
About email? Sorry.
About like the group discussion in Mendeley.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean you have to access to Mendeley and see that every now and then to see what's actually happening there in the
Yes.
group discussion.
Yeah. In groups, for example, like in some subject areas, especially in medicine and chemistry, it's really like very intense. And people are discussing a lot of like things in these groups. It can be, of course, public group or private group. You can build your own private group as well. For example, maybe like you can add all of the co-authors for your next paper. Or if you are a lecturer, you can create a group, add your students in it, or you can make some announcement there. Like a lot of things is available. It's really very user-friendly actually. Once you begin using it, you will get addicted actually because a lot of like researchers using it very intensely. It's also an app. You can like download it as an app and use it.
You can set up alerts in Mendeley.
Can you set alerts to see what's actually happening without logging into Mendeley and
Alert about a topic? Not really, but you can do it in Science Direct and Scopus. If something new published, you can create alert, or you can set alerts for funding and career.
for example.
But not the topics. If someone discuss this topic, let me know. This is not the thing.
Okay, and in order to use this for our own paper citation, we have to actually download it as a software in the desktop.
Yes.
And then how we use this? Because I know how to use EndNote. Is it something similar to EndNote?
It's actually much more easier for me, I would say. So there is two ways. The one is Mendeley.com, okay? Which you can use all of these extra features. And you can also see your library here. But you can, of course, we explain you how to create your library, how to add documents, etc. This will all show you as a pop-up, okay? You can see your own library here, but if you want to make any citation and bibliography, you need to download the application, Mendeley Desktop. I don't know if you still have it, because I remember I downloaded here in my last visit. Let's see.
And then like if I'm using Microsoft Word document, it's actually there.
Yes, let me give you one example. I think it will be good to have the example.
That's mainly
Mendeley Desktop. Okay, you just need to type Mendeley Desktop and download it.
Yeah.
It's just one click actually. Once you type your paper, click citation, and it will be added automatically. I will show. It says 5 seconds.
Mobile applications for Mendeley available also?
Yeah, there's also a mobile application. All right, let's run it.
This is a new PC.
That's why. Okay. All right. That's why it's really fast, actually, it already. Yes. And you don't need to do it all the time again, only once, okay? All right, once you do it, it always asks you how to add library. You can directly export your library in EndNote to Mendeley as well. It's also possible. Yeah, as you see. Let me show you how to do it. You just need to click File, click import and select EndNote or any reference manager you use. Your library will be there. Okay, let's open a Word document. Okay, first we need to add Mendeley there. You need to come to Tools and click Install MS Word plugin. Okay, I think it will add directly. Let's see. Yes, it's already here. Okay? I just click Tools and click here. Okay, let's say you are writing your paper. Here, there is the styles that you use most frequently, most of the times like APA, etc. But there are around 8,000 different styles. Okay, I will come to that. Just make the citation first. Let's say you make the citation, just click here. If you already know what to cite, let's say you know the name of the author and it is this one. Once you do it, it will edit. Or you don't know the author name, you need to see your library. Just click Go to Mendeley and select what is the article. You can also select like multiple times.
Okay, so I can select multiple documents and then.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say you finish it, okay? You made it like 10 pages of paper, you finish it. Of course, you need to create your bibliography, which is the like very hard part if you do it manually. We just need to click here, Insert Bibliography, and that's it, okay? Let's say you will send it to another journal that requires like American Sociological Association type. Once you click, it will change automatically, no matter how many pages. And let's say you cannot find it, okay, here. There is one journal using really specific type. Just come to More Styles, click here, and type the name of the journal, like Journal of, I don't know, Psychology, okay? Once you click Install and come to here, your installed styles, and find it here. Where is it? Yes, here. Once you click Use this style, again, it will change automatically.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, okay? It's really, really very cool, actually. So that's it, and it's really very easy. There are several ways to create your library. I already showed you if you use EndNote or RefWorks or any other, you can directly import it, or you can always use ScienceDirect and Scopus. Again, here, we already have ScienceDirect here. Once you click Export and click Save to Mendeley, all of it will be downloaded automatically. Here, as you see, we always have this link, download PDF is available. If full text is available, it will edit automatically. And let me come to Scopus show you, like author details. Okay, let's say these documents, okay? You want all of them in your library. Just click Export, click Mendeley, and all of them will be added. Okay, that's easy. Of course, it asks me to sign in, but you got the idea. All right, let me share this link to you in order to get your certificates. It's also in your computer, but also let me show you. You just need to click researcheracademy.com, this link actually. It will ask you workshop code. Once you type this code, you will automatically download the article, the certificate for this workshop. Of course, you had to get registered before. So did you all register, right? Okay, so that you can download it. Okay, this is the end of first session. This deck already includes all of the screenshots that I showed you, like this, okay? You can find more details, and it's already here. You can get it afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome.